Today is 24th December, isn't it, sir? So this is the Christmas Eve. This date has got very, huh?
24.
Today is 24th. This date has got very long and very happy association for us because on this night itself, Swami Vivekananda at Artful, he decided that we would all renounce and lead a monastic life and a life of like Jesus Christ. This beginning of the organization that germinated on this date. So on each and every center in India, outside India, everywhere, this date is specially observed. So this date, on this particular date, that the devotees all have assembled here, naturally it has given a new lustre to this assembly. When Swami Vinishalananda, he sent me an email for coming here to give initiation, I readily agreed because we finished our last program and we are going to think for chalk out our next lot of programs. So it was in the first lot, naturally we agreed and we came here. While we agreed, at that time, he suggested to keep a few days more so that he can include some other programs here also. Anyhow, I had some loving relation with him. And after coming here, my surprise was to see Swami Atmamidananda also here, because he was my younger brother for a pretty long period. We both worked together in Bihar, and while he was in Karappa, at that time probably I was the assistant secretary. I had to come and visit so many times. So we had some special relationship. We never consider ourselves that we are as if some brothers of the same mother. So that type of relation, so it was a very pleasant surprise for me to see him. And along with it, I am seeing so many other my brothers here. This occasion reminds me of Swami Tattvabodananda Maharaj, Chittappa Maharaj. At that time, I was one of the junior most assistant secretary in the Bellevue Mosque. One day he appealed to me because he found that others are too big, so he touched me and he appealed to me to come and attend some Bhakta Sammelan. I felt all right when he is a senior monk is inviting me, let me take this opportunity, so I came. Most probably it was in Kakinada, and that I was stunned to see nearly 3,000 or something like that. The devotees were there, they have been assembled from all Andhra. And there the deliberations were going on. We all are talking, we came from the corners from India, monastic members, and we are all talking throughout in English. And sometimes they were making a brief translation only. And these people, for them certainly it was just not possible for them to understand. But I could find that such a rapt attention they are listening. And afterwards, when these all deliberations were over, afterwards I talked to them what we were listening with so much rapt attention, because we are talking all in English. They said, no, we have not come here to listen to your talks. We have come here to see you. That is the thing. The monks are coming from different corners of the world, and we are getting that opportunity to see you. That is enough for us. We don't want to listen because so many things are in the books. But to see a sadhu, it is a rare opportunity. That rare opportunity we are getting here. And another interesting incident on that occasion happened. Probably I talked a little more something, a few 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. Afterward, the man who was translating, he translated into the 5 minutes or 7 minutes. Immediately the protest came. He took so much hours, so much minutes, and whatever you have finished, certainly you have dropped some points. you again check. So, and he had to revise his translation also. So this is the thing. That means how much eagerness, how much ardentness you are having. So, and after going back, I narrated everything to our headquarters, Belur Math. There probably one day, Gahanananda Maharaj also was present, and he felt very much inspired. And he started sending past sadhus and giving some special attention towards this Andhra Pradesh Bhava Prachar Parishad. And as a result, what happened? The present hour, this Bhava Prachar Parishad, which is running at headquarters, it has taken so many points, so many lessons, so many methods from this Andhra Pradesh Bhava Prachar Parishad. This is the contribution. We have evolved those things, slowly it has evolved, but we had to take, because why it is, our movement was so long, it was within some educated people and good people undoubtedly, but educated people. But we did not think how we can touch the uneducated but pure, definite good souls. That thing, so Andhra Pradesh, they have been successful in restoring or just evolving, discovering that methodology. So we felt that we also will have to adopt that same methodology in our other Bhava Prachar Parishads also. So now we can well understand how much I have been happy to come here to see the development, the progress, all the things that is going on through this Bhava Prachar Parishad, especially in your Andhra as well as Telangana, something like that. Our Atmavidananda Maharaj's contribution is there. He is always very active. While he was in Bihar, so many things he did. In almost all of our centers, we find that the display of Thakur Maha Swamiji, their lives. This is his brainchild. Not only brainchild, he collected money, he did it, printed, and even distributed and sold to our different centers, to Bhava Prachar Parishad, so many things he did. Cheap books, and how these books can spread throughout the every nook and corner of the society. It was his adventure. He did it. I have seen it. So on this occasion, sincerely, I am very much happy to find that such the presence of such all the monks and these devotees together. Now my today's message is, that means we have been reading, whenever we are to lead a spiritual life, we read, what is that? Athato Brahma Jigyasa, Atho Yoganu Shasanam. That means until and unless you are prepared, you cannot lead spiritual life. This is our age-old tradition was this. But coming from Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swamiji, that pattern has changed. What it has? It is a way of life. Way of life. As we find, Sri Ramakrishna, if you go to the Vachanamrita, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother's Gospel, they will find that hardly we find that they are asking you go and meditate, you sit, do japam, you chant, something, nothing of the sort. Why you are not coming? Why, what will you take your food? Either he is dancing or he is singing, he is asking you to take part along with me. That means you move along with me. You move along with me. That has been this methodology of sadhana. This methodology in Holy Mother's life also, we are finding the reminiscences of so many persons. Nowhere Mother is asking anybody to do any spiritual practice. Rather, whatever practice they are doing, they are communicating to her. And she is simply rectifying or correcting or giving suggestions. But how she is asking somebody, you come and cut vegetables, you put it into the sun, you look after it. That itself, whatever I am doing, you try to follow me in my actions. Gradually, this itself is going to become this spiritual life. In Sri Ramakrishna's life, we find that when he left Dakshineshwar, he went to Shampukur. He stayed in Shampukur, and at that time, he did not have to take so much active interest. Passive interest was there, but his health just ran down, and he was shifted to Kashipur. While Kashipur, Sri Ramakrishna had to take some active interest. What active interest? He knew that these people are coming from lower middle class family. They are not rich people like our Muthura Mohan. So it will be difficult for them to bear the expenses. So he asked Surendra that he will bear the expense of the house. He asked Balaram, he will bear my personal expenses. He asked somebody, Master Moshe, to look after the doctors. Something like that he distributed. And that has become the sadhana. That has become the sadhana. At Kashipur we find that in Dakshineshwar, while Latu was meditating, at that time Sri Ramakrishna asking Latu, you are meditating for whom? She itself is kneading the flowers for the chapatis. She is struggling. You go and help. That is the sadhana. That means to help this movement running, that itself has been the sadhana. In this, a new dimension has come. I was so happy to find that you devotees are getting so much involved in this movement. How much? And this has become a new pattern of sadhana. And I find that this Kakinara or some places, they are looking after the kitchen. How day and night, joyfully, happily, they are struggling. And out of that, what they will get? They will not get another single farthing. They will not get a single any enhancement in their family income or anything. But still they find some pleasure in working for others. Swami is this message, they only live who live for others. To live for others, that has become a new message in this world, in this Sri Ramakrishna movement. I will just mention how this Sri Ramakrishna is percolating in our day-to-day life silently. I will mention one or two, three incidents. I had the opportunity to move here and there, so I am mentioning about one Iraq lady. She had taken initiation from me at New Zealand. She has one daughter. The daughter is as rough as hopeless can be. She finds it is almost impossible to manage. And what to do? her own daughter. She is a school teacher. Accidentally, a book came in her hand, that Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and through Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, she came in touch with Holy Mother also. She purchased a book on Holy Mother. After going through the Holy Mother, she narrated herself, and as a result, she took initiation also. She narrated herself that after going through the Gospel, my daughter's problem has been resolved. How? Because I have given my daughter's name Radhi, and that has solved my problem. Because if Holy Mother could tackle a Radhi, I also can tackle a Radhi. So in every family, we are having this type of Radhis. So we shall have to take these situations in that way. Another incident, it flashes in my mind, that this incident happened in Sao Paulo, in Brazil, Sao Paulo. There, the vice president, he is a leading cardiologist, cardiosurgeon. And he is the vice president, our monastery member is the president. At that time, I was the general secretary. I visited the center. We had some discussions. It was in Spanish. He talked in Spanish with the interpreter. We are communicating. He said that after when we finished our official talk, afterwards, we started just informal conversation. I asked him, how many children you are having? He said, I am having 3. Then what are they doing? He said, the eldest son, he is in America. He is running a chartered accountant. He has become a chartered accountant running his own farm. My second son also is well established. He also has become a doctor, and he is established in Sao Paulo, in Brazil itself. And what about your third son? My third son is, he said, he is not yet ripe enough. So I was a little askance, what is the problem with him? Then he said, Maharaj, this ashram is my third son. This ashram is my third son. So this ashram has not yet developed as much I wished. So this is the thing. This feeling, for this movement, it is your third son movement. You have got a new dimension to your whole life. And I will finish with another incident, that means the incident which mentions about what is your obligation to your future generations, how you should rear up your children, how you should rear up your boy, your girl, your daughters, something like that. That is the index, this incident. This incident happened in Assam. Silchar or big boys, and Silchar probably. There, from some line, the devotees were doing pranams to me, one by one. One small boy, hardly his age would be 5 or 6, and he was next to him was his father. The boy came and did pranams, and I was giving everyone 2 chocolates, 2 toffees. Because a small boy, he came, so I gave him 4. To say 4, he picked up only 1. He did not take the remaining. But I just poured all the 4 toffees in his hand. He was a little puzzled. He became silent. And we all were watching him, what he is going to do. He took it and slowly moved forward. There was the picture of Thakur, Ma and Swamiji. He put 1 trophy to Thakur, put another trophy to Ma, and another trophy to Swamiji. Then he moved out. The whole audience They were simply silently observing this scene. Thank you.